AITA for smoking weed on my deck? I am 24, live next to this couple with 2 kids. My deck is pretty close to their backyard and it's started to become an issue. I sometimes smoke weed after I get home from work to unwind and to deal with some anxiety. My neighbors have started to complain to me about it. A month ago the husband knocked on my door and told me to stop doing it on my deck. I told him it's quite literally the only place I can do it. He then told me he doesn't feel safe letting his kids play in the backyard until I stop smoking and that he doesn't want his kids to play in the backyard if he catches a whiff of it. I said sorry but I won't stop and that I'm well within my rights to do it. I told him I'll avoid smoking if I see his kids outside. I also said I don't complain when him and his friends drink in their backyard and get loud at really late hours. He threatened to get the police involved and I invited him to do so because like I said I was well within my rights to. He ended up filing a complaint with the WA and they sided with me and told him that it's perfectly legal to do. His wife came up to my house yesterday and kindly asked me to stop and said it drives him nuts when he looks out the window and sees me do it. I told her I'm really sorry but it's none of his business. I feel bad that what I'm doing is driving him nuts but feel like I am doing nothing wrong. AITA? NTA I'd try to respect when the kids are playing outside but definitely wouldn't stop. NTA. You even said you wouldn't do it if you saw them. I know smoking is something that lingers in the air. But I wish people wouldn't be like oh you. Smoking bothers me. When they spend most of their free time drinking and getting loud. Coming from an ex-smoker. You enjoy your time on your deck how you see fit. NTA because you're doing it on your own deck. But I gotta say it's still annoying to me when weed smokers think that their smoke doesn't matter. Because it's weed. If I had a neighbor who was smoking cigarettes on their porch every day and I could smell it, of course it'd be their right to do so. But I'd still be annoyed and grossed out. My neighbors smoked every day after work. Their patio was at my kitchen window. It really bothered my asthma and the smoke would come straight in the window. Obviously, they can do what they want on their patio. But they were very nice about letting me know they smoked every day when they came home. Usually the same time. I would close the window for a bit. They smoked. And my asthma didn't get set off. Problem solved. It would be great if your neighbors could give you the same courtesy. As much as I hate the smell and would hate you as a neighbor NTA since it's legal, I suggest putting up some kind of visual barrier since he's a bit of a creep and someone else suggested a fan to blow the smoke away from their direction. Worth a shot. He's just pissed he can't control you. NTA. Neighbor needs to accept that the world doesn't revolve around him. It's not like all you do is spend the day on your deck smoking. You do it when coming back from work. As you said, you don't enjoy him being loud when drinking. And instead of apologizing he threatened with calling the police. Which you also could do for his late night parties. He can have the kids playing out the rest of the day. You have all the right to use your deck. No, NTA. Sounds like those parents need some weed to chill out a bit. NTA unless you are blowing the smoke directly into his children's faces the neighbors don't have anything to worry about. And as you said, you are well within your rights. Enjoy. I'm assuming that your state allows it. As does mine. While I do recognize your right to smoke, I have a similar situation as your neighbor. I do not smoke. My neighbor does. Regularly. I have to tell you. As a non-smoker, it smells like ass. It's obnoxious and lingers. I've had to go inside and close the windows when my neighbor smokes. I'm not sure what an equitable and reasonable solution is. But I wish we could find one. NTA tell him to stop looking out his window and into your yard. Do I like the smell when the farm up the road from me spreads fertilizer, aka fermented poop, on his fields every spring? Hell to the no. It reeks to high heaven. Does my dislike of the smell entitle me to tell the farmer I don't like it, and if he doesn't stop spreading it I will call the cops? Fuck no. And the cops would rightfully laugh in my face. NTA. I personally have asthma, and the smoke and smell just closes me up. I work in my garage most days, and the neighbor seems to smoke all the time. I explained to him the smoke is really causing my asthma to really bother me. I am always done in the garage after 7 p.m. He agreed to smoke after 7 when I'm done. NTA. It's so silly that people still get bent out of shape over smelling a little weed in 2023. To me, it's on par with people clutching pearls because someone swears around kids. It's incredibly silly. NTA. It's obviously legal where you are. You've done everything to try and accommodate. NTA. But be careful. That dude sounds like he's displacing serious anger and you're the closest target he sees. You are being reasonable and you are within your legal rights. NTA. Because it's your deck, but the smell of weed makes me nauseous, vomit, so it'd still be pretty annoying. But I could just stay inside with the windows shut to avoid it. NTA. You even went out of your way to compromise by saying you wouldn't smoke while the kids were outside. Your WA also backed you up on the issue. Your neighbors are being ridiculous. Ignore them. First time I've seen a WA take the side of the good. NTA. Info. How close is the deck and how often do you smoke out there?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.